Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have another video, and a very special one at that. We have this beautiful binder here. What's so special about it? Well, let's find out. So as you can see on the front of the binder, it says Akora Archive Book #1. So we actually purchased this off a guy called Midnight. He's in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, I'm going to leave the invite link below so you can join it from that. You should always be in that Discord. We just got dropped some of the most crazy sneak peeks of basically everything to come. So join it. So we're going to have an open. Let's see what's inside. So we have some packs here from Collecticon, sealed still. We'll show you later on what these stamped cards look like. They're at the end of the binder. We'll get to the first card here, Waiter's Tip. So this is a card that was named by the community. And Action basically gave a tip to a waiter, which was this card. And the waiter listed up on eBay for auction, and I think it sold for about $200 or $250, something like that. A ridiculous amount of money. So that card is now infamous within our community. Now we move on to a first print prototype. Now how can you tell this is a first print prototype? Well, it has these two alchemy symbols right here that show you that it's a first print prototype. All the first prints had this, and the first print prototypes, the population is a little bit up in the air, but I believe the population of each prototype card is about 20 for the first prints. Some of them are even lower, and this card is a second print, and you can tell that because it doesn't have those two little symbols here. So these are both prototypes, right? But this is a first print, much lower population, and this is a second print. I believe the population of this is fairly, well, a lot higher. I'm not exactly sure the population on it, but it's still rare. In the grand scheme of things, it's still rare. It's definitely below 100. So we have more first prints over here. An Akehane first print prototype. A second print, sorry. Then we have a first print Divine, or Crystal Blade. Now it's Divine Blade. What a beautiful card. And then we have another second print over here. A Demon Ledger. That card is beautiful. And we have a second print over here as well. Let's go into the next page. What more goodies do we have? So we got another Akehane second print prototype. Demon Gate. Oh, that's a beautiful card. The colors really pop on that. Really pop on that. And that's the first print as well. So quite rare as well. Crystal Citadel. The art has been redone for this as well. I think I have the card over here. Look at that. Look at the difference. Big change. It's a lot more bluer. The Citadel itself has changed. It's more blended. And that's the theme of Akora. The cards always improve. So from the first print to the second print to the test hollows to the promos to the Kickstarter samples and then the actual Kickstarter, it's always evolving. And that's what I love about the game so much, is that the cards always get better and better and better, and the creators always strive to be the best and always improve. So you're always going to get the best product as a consumer. You know, with Pokemon and other games, you kind of just get what you're given. You can't really vote for your money, but you can vote with your money here, and you can see it in the product quality. This is a really amazing card. This is one of my favorite old prototype cards. Well, it's not really a prototype. Well, it is, yeah, it is a prototype, I would say. It's from the Kickstarter, the first ever one. So there was two Kickstarters. There was the first one, which raised, I think, about £7,000, and the rewards were cards. This was one of the rewards. Beautiful Magneticina, full art, hollow as well. I'll put a video up on the screen of what the newer one looks like. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. And I think the population of this is fairly low as well. I think this is actually a lot rarer than the normal ones, because if you look at the back here, the Akora writing on the back in Japanese is actually different to the Kickstarter samples, because I think this is a misspelling. So this is an error card. I think this says action in Japanese on the back instead of Akora. So this is actually even rarer than I thought. Let's put that there. You already got a sneak peek of what's on the next side. We've got some ancient trees over here. First print prototypes as well. You can see that. We've got the two symbols. Kuzu. This is our first Akora first print prototype that I've seen in the binder now. I've not touched this binder, by the way. I've taken it straight out of the box. Left it basically almost as it is. I've rearranged some cards because there was gaps, but absolutely stunning. And then we come on to the page of relics. So some of these relics are error cards as well. I think this card here and this card over here are errors from the prototype. So even though it's a prototype, it's actually a prototype error as well, like the full art that we saw, because this says relic, because that says relic in Japanese and then it's relic in English, and then there's two. So yeah, I think these are error cards, but these are very low pop as well. They'll have this sort of same feel to them. The artwork didn't really change on these. Obviously you can see the relic has improved a lot from here. I'll put a picture up on the screen of what the relics look like now, and they're even more beautiful. And these, so okay, these are also first print prototype relics, right? But these are the OG, very, very beginning prototypes. So it went from this to these, and then the one that I'm putting up on the screen now is the, you know, most recent one of what they look like. These are one-on-ones. So these are the rarest cards in this entire binder. We've got the Spirit Relic 3 and the Fire Relic. Beautiful. Really nice. We did have a Dark Relic, but I think Midnight went and graded it. I think I'll put a picture up on the screen of what he got. Really beautiful card. He got a 9 on it. I'm jealous. I hope these ones get good grades. 9.5s. I'll be singing all day. So we have a first print prototype Zero over here as well. Got some more second prints. Though this one actually is not actually an official Akora card. This got customized. So this is actually a first print prototype. Or second print prototype, sorry. Because it's not got the alchemy symbols. But this is what the art's supposed to actually look like on the card. And Midnight took one of these cards, a second print prototype. And I think he gave it to a guy called Houndoom, who did the artwork for it. He actually drew over the card and customized it. So it's like Halloween sort of theme. That's a 1 of 1, to be fair, in its own right. Not sure how much it's worth, but really rare and cool looking card. Obviously, got the sick looking nature cards as well. Shout out to Kingu, his favorite. Then we have some lines here. So we've got the full Zero line over here. This is the first print prototype. And then we got the second prints. This card here, right, is my all-time favorite card out of all the prototypes. Just because it's so beautiful. It's got this beautiful galaxy in the background. And then he's just flying through space on his gold armor. And this will never be made again. The artist who made this card is no longer actually working for Akora. So this card will never ever be made again. And that just makes it even nicer because it's like, it's so rare. Well, I say so rare. It is rare in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I think this only got a pop of maybe 80 or something like that. 80, 90. Fairly low. I haven't seen anyone sell one of these for a very long time. Which is why when this whole binder came up, to me it was a great purchase because it's got everything in it. You know, it's got all the first prints. Well, a lot of the first prints. It's got the second print prototypes. It's got the full art. It's got a lot of things in it that no one's selling. And it's very hard to get. So to be able to buy it all in one go, amazing. So shout out to Midnight for that. Yeah, so we have a Kuzu line. Scott would love this. Kuzu's his favorite character. I would burn these if they weren't worth so much, but maybe should we do a video? Should we burn these? Should we burn the Kuzu line? Maybe. We'll see. So the only first prints on this page is the Zeru and the Kuzu. And then the rest of these are all second print prototypes. We got some more. So this is the first print, another one. Everything else here is second print prototypes. Beautiful Magnetikina. I think we have the new version of what it looks like for the Kickstarter samples. They changed the border of it, so it actually blends in really nicely. I think there's a bit more purple in this one as well. I don't know if I'm seeing things, but it looks a bit darker. I prefer this one. It looks really nice. I think this actually had another change to it as well. It has deer on top of it. So again, like I said, always improving. The art, the card quality, everything. Got some more relics. First print. And we have the beautiful Seraph Zeru and a hollow Senko Ken. So let's take both of these out and have a look at them. I think this one is also signed by Exion. This is another Kickstarter reward from the first Kickstarter. I think everyone got one of these. Beautiful Senko Ken. The artwork behind this is actually a homage to Gohan, of what he could have become. I think every Dragon Ball fan will admit that they would have loved to see Gohan become the ultimate fighter in the world, really. He could have easily surpassed Goku, but that's a topic for another day. And then let's have a look at this full art over here. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Man, I wish they remade this with the new texturing. I'll put a photo of what the new Seraph Zero looks like. Man, I prefer this one. I think the new one is sick still, but I love the color scheme on this. And there is another version of this card with the actual Exion symbol on it. He's got a signed version up here, digital sign in pink neon. That one is very low pop. I think that's about 20 to 25 in population. This one's about 100, I think. But again, another card that I barely see on the market. Nobody's selling these because the prices are not really established for these. I think I'm probably the next person to establish the prices of this by buying the whole binder up. I think the last sale of this card was about $500, around there. A lot of money. A lot of money. And we have some test holos that were already included. I think this is not the full set, but 4 test holos that were included in it. And we have a Collecticon stamped and signed card by Kingu right here. Let's have a look at it. I actually don't own any Collecticon signed stuff or stamped stuff for a matter. So it's really nice to have. Signed by Kingu right there. You can see his signature. Zeiss Kiko. I think on the next page we have a whole set of the signed or stamped, sorry, stamped promos. Let's have a look at those. So we got the set of the Halloween cards. If you haven't seen these, oh, they're so beautiful. If you didn't get these, you missed out big time. And we got the non-stamped Collecticon cards. You can see that they've got their little cowboy hats because this was Collecticon Houston, I think. So if you didn't get the stamped version, you've got something that's differentiated from the normal cards. And then we have the stamped ones right here. I think these are printed about 200. I think that was mentioned, about 200 of each of these. And then we have the packs as well. Nice to have a really full set of these. I was going to buy them earlier on, but I sort of waited. And then this binder came up, so it was a win-win to basically push it through. So we don't have any more cards left, but the final thing we have is this Collecticon pack signed by King Yu and his girlfriend. I think that's Nikki? Maybe. Next, what we need to do is get Exion and Mix's Exion to sign it. That would be the ultimate pack. But yeah. Hope you love the show through of this binder. This is the biggest purchase in Akora history. I think, yeah, it ended up being about $17,000. This entire purchase all in. To me, it's worth it because it's a piece of history that it's not going to be easy to ever come across again. I know people have large collections, but the likelihood of them selling the whole collection like this, very unlikely. I am going to offload some of these because I do want the prototypes to be in people's hands and for them to be able to own a piece of Akora history. So if you are interested in any of these pieces, you can let me know. You can DM me on Insta. Let me know what you would like, basically, and I'd be willing to sell some of these because I think it's amazing to be able to own, you know, a piece of history, especially if you're late. You know, I don't think you're really late anyway, but if you missed the Kickstarter, you can still get the Japanese promos and some other cards, and the first edition is coming out, which is going to be just as amazing. But if you did miss out and you wanted something from the old days, a nice prototype, then hit me up. I can hook you up and we can sort something out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.